cover a little bit of stick and knife. I've seen a lot of videos recently on different websites that seem to play with it not as a drill like it's supposed to be. Filipino martial arts is Filipino guerrilla warfare. It's how they survived and how they fought in life and death battles. So you have to understand why they do the drills. There's a lot of people just flicking the stick around. You're learning sword fighting when you're doing Filipino martial arts, so you have to swing this like a sword. That way, if you ever have a sword, you can do sword fight and stick fight. And there's a drill that I've seen recently that's basically called the 4 count. And people do it, but they don't seem to know why they're doing it. So I wanted to cover a little bit of that. This is Cody, he's a apprentice instructor of mine. He's going to help me with this one. So basically the drill starts out like this. And this is the basic drill. We do a 1, we do a thrust, backhand, palm, thrust. And it just goes over and over. This is one version. There's many different versions of this. What people don't understand is why we're doing it. In a real fight, if we're in this position, somebody throws number 1 in, and I'm going to smash the hand on the first beat. The stick would drop, but he doesn't have to drop the stick. And as he comes in, I'm going to cut that arm, hit, and then come in here to kill him. Because we're actually fighting for our lives. And that's the basic one. Now, most systems of martial arts, you'll see them learning weapons where they go like this as they run at somebody. I've seen it in movies. You answer to that pretty much the same way, but you always go, if someone comes at you, you're going to go stick knife, and then you're going to go knife stick, and then you're going to hit. Now from there, you're going to thrust up like this, and then work across the body. This is basically, so the number one thing they seem to emphasize on is this motion of 1, thrust, backhand, palm, thrust. Now from there, you have different versions of it, which is 1 backhand, which is 1 backhand thrust, palm, thrust. Then the 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, thrust, palm, thrust. And then you got half a 3 count in Sinwali, which is 1, 2, 3, thrust, palm, thrust. And that can all work with it. But there's also flow drills I don't see other Filipino martial arts do, which is called Sumbrada. That's a drill where you're doing counter for timing and coordination and reflexes. Otherwise, if someone was going to throw a stick at me, I'll hit, and then come in and then finish him out from that position. But you can't train like that all the time. You don't develop flow. So we do a 5 pattern that goes back and forth, which is basically a rook block, where in reality I would be hitting the hand and cutting, and then coming in to finish him off, but we can't do that all the time. So we're going to keep it a nice slow pace so people can see it. So from there, he comes in, we do a rope block, inside sweep, drop stick, wing block, and shield. And it starts over, rope block, inside sweep, drop stick, wing block, shield. And then you just start to do that. And you're learning how to use the knife and the stick at the same time. And you can from there break the pattern and do whatever you want to. Comes in. You also have disarms and many other things from there, but I just wanted to make sure that people understand that in real Filipino martial arts, it's not a thing of tapping a stick or a tree for training. You're actually learning real sword fighting with this. It has to have application. At the highest level, if in a real application, if you came in, I would smash a hit, and come in too, using the weapon and elbow knee, headbutting, eye raking, and things like that. So I just want to make sure that some people understand that principles that's taught by Dan and Sam.